Hello and welcome to your Newsmax Now update. I'm Kathleen Walter. Today begins the second month of the Affordable Care Act's website enrollment period, and we are learning more about just how many Americans are signing up. Internal documents show that in the first 2 days of healthcare-dot-gov, only 248 enrollments were completed nationwide. That's a far cry from the 39,000 enrollees a day needed to meet the program's goal of 7 million participants by March 1st. Republicans this week grilled the head of CMS, the agency running the website, to find out what the current totals are. The head of CMS wouldn't share, even though the documents show the government has access to them.
No numbers on who's enrolled, so you have no idea?
We will have those numbers available in mid-November.
The Obama administration wants to sign up 7 million people by March 1st. Heavy rain and high winds are pushing through the Northeast today after intense thunderstorms originating in the Gulf Coast spread damage from Texas through the Midwest. At least 3 deaths have been blamed on the weather, which is believed to have caused tornadoes in Illinois, a roof to collapse in Indiana, and a school bus to drive off a bridge in Wichita, Kansas.
Sounded like a freight train coming through. It was real bad. I jumped out of bed. I was in bed and went and checked on Michael and them, and they're okay. Come outside and the roof is tore off the house.
Travel delays are likely along the I-95 corridor from Washington, D.C. to Boston today. A federal prosecutor is reviewing evidence in the case of a Georgia teenager whose body was found inside a rolled-up wrestling mat in his high school. 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson died in January. Authorities ruled it an accident, but the family had his body exhumed and an independent autopsy found evidence of blunt force trauma on his neck. Authorities in San Diego say they've shut down a newly completed drug tunnel between the U.S. and Mexico that was built as a smuggler's subway. The tunnel has an electronic rail system, electrical and ventilation systems, and runs for about a third of a mile between warehouses in San Diego and Tijuana. 3 people are under arrest, and authorities seized more than 300 pounds of cocaine and more than 8 tons of marijuana. And was Joe Biden almost dumped from the 2012 presidential ticket for Hillary Clinton? A new book called Double Down by Mark Halperin and John Heilman reveals that Obama campaign staffers conducted focus groups and polling to look into the idea. The book claims the effort was spearheaded by ex-Chief of Staff Bill Daley and that President Obama might not have known about it. Coming up, immigration reform isn't a liberal plot. That's according to Americans for Tax Reform President Grover Norquist, who says immigration reform embraces Reagan ideals. He explains straight ahead. Plus, an Atlanta man shatters the Canonball Run speed record. How he did it when we come back.
Heart disease is the biggest killer disease in America, and this doesn't surprise me. We are addicted to starches, sugars, fatty meats, and salt. People who live in countries with little heart disease eat very differently. One way some people stay heart healthy is by following what is known as the caveman or Stonehenge diet, so named because of its similarity to the way our prehistoric ancestors ate. People who follow this type of diet live off local fruits and root vegetables and get their protein mostly from fish and wild game they shoot themselves. Now, since most of us don't hunt or fish for all our protein, here are some simple tips on how you can start to eat like a caveman, modern day style. First, fill up on fruits and vegetables. Eat them first and you'll be less hungry. Feast on fish, which is rich in nutrients but not in calories. Choose fatty fish like mackerel, herring, sardines, and salmon, which are rich in heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids. Get out and go for a walk. Remember, our ancestors were hunters and gatherers, so they didn't spend their time sitting in front of a TV or computer all day. If you live more like a caveman or a cave woman, your heart will love you for it. I'm Dr. Chauncey Crandall, and thank you for watching this Heart Health Minute. Remember, it's never too late to prevent or reverse heart disease. Right now, I invite you to discover your own risk for heart disease or even a heart attack by taking my quick, free online quiz at www.simplehearttest.com.
Are you worried about not having enough money to retire? Finally, there's a retirement solution designed to address the damage that the government spending policies and the Federal Reserve have inflicted on the value of the dollar. Introducing the Heritage Advantage IRA, the new gold and silver-backed retirement account from Heritage Gold Group. Don't let the declining value of the dollar put your retirement in jeopardy. The Heritage Advantage IRA puts retirement savers back in control with physical gold and silver combined with the tax advantages of an IRA. Call 855-GOLD-IRA to request your free, no-obligation Heritage Advantage IRA kit. Inside, you'll find information about how to buy physical gold and silver with your existing IRA or 401k. No additional investment required. Call 855-GOLD-IRA for your free Advantage IRA kit. Don't wait. Plans for new regulations may eliminate rules allowing you to buy gold and silver with your existing IRA or 401k. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-465-3472.
And welcome back. Americans for Tax Reform President Grover Norquist says there is still time for Congress to pass an immigration law overhaul this year, but warns that Democrats' game plan is to kill immigration reform.
This is a Reagan Republican reform that is pro-growth, helpful to security, getting us a secure border, making us a richer and stronger and more prosperous and more powerful country.
And finally, from our Do Not Try This at Home files, a Georgia man and his pals sped across the U.S. and right into the record books. 27-year-old Ed Bolian broke the record time for a New York to California road trip, eluding cops and traffic to complete the road trip in 28 hours and 50 minutes. Ed made the trip after tricking out a 2004 Mercedes CL55. That's your Newsmax Now update for November 1st. For more exclusive interviews and content, stay with Newsmax TV and Newsmax.com.